It's been a while since I announced this video, huh? Well, mainly since I had like stuff I had like I got a new mic and then my editing software. That's besides the point. In today's challenge run, I'll be seeing if I can beat Persona 5 Royal without any safe rooms. The rules in this is, number 1, no safe rooms, of course. Number 2, no free DLCs other than the one I will be picking for my main run, which means I cannot immediately go pick up Izanagi no Ogami. I will be picking my own persona to use throughout the game, like something that's not overpowered like Izanagi, but it doesn't matter. Number 3, must be on new game, you know. Number 4, must date Kawakami. You people at r/Kawakami Church of Kawakami, you know what I'm talking about. Also, I will be doing another challenge run on top of that one that I'm already doing, since I took, you know, a year to release this. Number 5, I'm not allowed to clean up my room. This will impact my stats really badly, because I can't do things like Makoto. That's a lie, actually. Anyways, now, without further ado, grab your chips ahoy you've been saving for about a year, and Operation Purple Nurple Call Me Urkel is a go.
This story is a work of fiction. Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game. The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
There's something here. Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
After running away from some people that was trying to follow me, like if I stole some of their stuff or something, some woman tries to help me fold other people, which we succeed in doing. It's not like we're going to get arrested or anything for doing it, right? Right? Damn it. I get captured by the feds, then forced to write my name on a piece of paper and the difficulty I would be playing this on. I picked hard like an idiot. This shows in the first palace. Anyways, then some prosecutor woman is like, "Oh, tell me what happened since the last few months you've been alive." And I'll tell her everything down to the smallest detail how I like Kawakami.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Please help!
Damn brat! I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth! To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
I get the feeling that's what's going on. Huh?
And tomorrow's task is so.
I make it to Yogan Jaya. I go up the platform and I go look for the cafe LeBlanc. I go in and I meet some guy named Sojiro Sakura. I ask him to take care of me. He takes care of me. He leads me to his attic. I get scared and he says clean it up. I clean it up and now I have a room. I don't know why he won't let me into his house. It's okay. I'm gonna break in later. But I clean up the room. And I get into my bed and I start thinking about that one night that happened of me pushing some guy who was trying to hit on a girl. Then some app appeared on my phone again, deleted it, and I fall asleep.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
I go to my new school with Sojiro, and I meet my new principal and my homeroom teacher. And while I was looking at her, all I could think of is this.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
I go to my first day of school, and before I get there, I meet this woman there. We meet Ryuji Sakamoto, soon to be best friend, and he tells me the person in the car we met is Kamoshida. We talk about him for a minute and then we continue walking off to school.
We didn't come the wrong way, though.
So we walk into the school, and for some reason it looks like a castle, but like it's transitioning through both. It's weird. Then four night dudes run up on us and try to hurt us, but we try to run away, but Ryuji's slow self gets hurt in the process. Then we're put into maximum prison. Then Kamoshida self, butt naked in his underwear, comes up and says, "You're a worthless piece of trash," and hurts Ryuji, which makes me go Ultra Instinct.
Where'd your energy from earlier go? A peasant like you isn't worth beating. I'll have you killed right now. What? Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. That look in your eyes irritates me. Hold him there. After the peasant, it's his turn to die.
No, I don't want to die!
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking him to save yourself? Death awaits him if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then? No need for mere words. Show me your true feelings. Very well. I have heeded your resolve. Vow to me. I vow. Thou art I. Thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice. Call upon my name and release thy rage. Show the strength of thy will to ascertain all on thine own, though thou be chained to hell itself!
Execute him! What was that? You desire to be killed that much? Fine.
So we start running away from Kamoshida, but we get stuck on a puzzle. But this cat thing named Morgana, who simps on women, apparently. That's weird. Really, really, really weird. Helps us out, and we escape. We get back to school, and apparently we're late by, I think we're late by 5th period. And I introduce myself to the class. So a day later, Ryuji hits me up and he wants to go back into this palace. I say yeah, because I have nothing better to do in Tokyo at the time. And we walk around, and nothing happens. Then Ryuji's like, hey, give me your phone. He takes my phone, he finds an app, and boom, we're back in the palace somehow. We find the cat, Morgana, and we decide to team up so we can take down Mr. Kamoshida. Kamoshida. We get in a fight at the palace, and we take the biggest L ever made in history of L's.
You made me wait quite a while. You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou art I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
This goes well. Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Don't mock me, you brat!
Blast him away, Captain Kid!
After following the guy who made us take an L, we decide that we'll come back tomorrow and continue on where we left off. Next day, we start asking around people who's on the volleyball team if Kamoshida abuses them. That we learned this information we learned from the palace the previous day. Also, Morgana comes out of nowhere. We decide to shove him into my bag, go all the way to the roof, yeet him somewhere, and he tries to convince us to kill Kamoshida or take over his desires. It's either one, we feel like it. And after that, I decided to go follow on because I'm a stalker for some reason. Or the cat told me to. I don't remember. I truly don't, I'm sorry. And then we get this cutscene.
Thank you very much!
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him, but still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem.
After that, Next day, Shiho decides to test if there's fall damage in the game, and learns that there is, and she breaks both of her legs. So we rush down, see her, then we decide that Mishima probably knows something. We go check out Mishima, and he tells us that Kamoshida might have raped her or beat her, you know, because that's the type of games we play in 2022. And then, after that, we decide that we will not fight Kamoshida there and then and now. We will kill him in the palace. I mean, not kill him, take his desire. So we go back to Kamoshida's palace, and to be honest, the fights aren't half bad, even though I'm in Merculus or Hard, I don't remember. But a little later, after we get a little through the palace, we learn that An got captured in the palace. So we go to save her, and she awakens to her persona.
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge her if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I. We can finally forge a contract.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch!
You stole everything from Shiho. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
How dare you! Enough of your insolence!
No, I've had enough of you. No one's gonna stop me now. Let's go, Carmen!
After defeating Poo Poo Mistake Ass, we decided to go back home so An can rest, and we decide to invite her to the team, and she accepts, and then we go and, you know, do the normal stuff. So if you remember earlier, I was talking about what persona I will be using as my main persona to be leveling up during the whole speedrun, even though it could just be Arsene, I just decided not to, and it's Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi, this is the less powered up version. There's one at 55, but this is 50. And you might be thinking, bro, this man's cheating using Tsukiyomi. He helped me through this run. You cannot tell me I'm cheating because this man helped me so much. Because I was not ready for hard and Merculus mode, let me tell you. But it's Tsukiyomi. He doesn't have much moves. I mean, I don't have any SP, so I can't use half the moves he has. But it's Tsukiyomi. So at the beginning of the palace, it's really easy actually, and people don't really fold me all that much. And then I get to the later parts of the palace, and literally I had one thing to describe it. Here it goes.
Dang it! God! Shit! No, bitch! Shit! No! Damn it! Fucking God! Fuck! Stupid! God damn it! Come on, man! Fuck! Oh, fucking God! Fuck! No!
So after finding Kamoshida's treasure, we decide that we're going to take it now. But then Mona tells us that we need to send a calling card first. So we decide that we'll make me send the calling card when it's right. And that's now. So overall, I didn't think Kamoshida's palace was all that hard, other than that last part when I learned that Merculus and hard is hard. Maybe I should have not turned it onto those difficulties. But to be honest, Tsukiyomi really helped me through that palace, because like, if I didn't have that man, I would have been folded 3 times over, and I'm not lying. I sent the calling card to Kamoshida. He gets mad because, you know, he's just a hater and he can't do anything good with his life. As you can see, I'm speedrunning through the palace without any safe rooms. But I did want to say a couple things. So what makes it easier to go through these is making sure you unlock the doors. On my first playthrough, personally, I'd never unlocked any of the doors because there was a safe room right next to the main place you were supposed to steal the treasure. But in a speed run like this, it helped a lot. So I didn't have to fully run through the palace, get hit every 5 seconds, so I could get into a fight to fight the boss. That's a waste of SP, but this helped me so much, let me tell you. After taking Kamoshida's treasure, he comes out of nowhere and takes it back. And then he turns into this demon. After fighting Kamoshida, we run away from the palace, and then we decide to wait till his change of heart happens. While then, I spend my time hitting my attribute points, whatever those are called, I forgot, and hanging out with confidants. Kamoshida confesses his crimes during a conference, and then we decide to celebrate about it. Yay! The Poothies. I don't know why I chose that name, don't ask. Also, on to the next palace. Yay. Right now is a great time to explain one of the things that I'm able to use while trying to speedrun these palaces to get to the boss without safe rooms is the sleep gas. I don't remember the name because I'm a little on the slow side currently, but using calming aroma is OP in this game. After that, we tried to find out if there's any more people that need helping, and we find out no one needs helping, or it's just dumb stuff and we can't find anything on our own. Then a little later, Miss President Makoto comes up to the roof and be like, "Hey, what you doing up here? Get down! Go home!" And then we go home. A few days later, we finally figure out what Mementos is, and this is the place to grind. That simply is what Mementos is. It's also a place where like everyone's human desires is like into one, except for like the big ones like the palaces. But we don't talk about that part. This place is just for grinding, okay? Also, Morgana turns into. So a little later, we meet Maruki, and he is actually very important to the story a lot later. So we'll get there when we get there.
Oh my god, that guy got off! Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
We meet Yusei Katagawa, who is apprentice of Madarame. We remember that some guy was talking about Madarame and wanted us to do him for our next target, so we decide to scope him out. We also get invited to a art gallery by Madarame, and that's about when we go into the palace and check him out, and we learn that he does have one. Also, I forgot to record everything, so this is going off my dome. My fault. So I ran into my first problem of the run. I died. which means I have to go all the way back to the palace entrance, because 1, we haven't discovered a single safe room, and 2, the worst part is, on this, the time I died right here, I didn't save for a couple good days, so I was forced to go all the way back to right when Madarame's palace started. I had to sit there for a whole nother something hours to get to the part I died at. So after this, I learned every time I enter a palace, save. And I'm not sure if this happens again in the run, but I'm like 50% sure it happens again. Also, I forgot, I was playing on Merculus, so that's the reason why I was thrown back all the way this far. I think a little later in the run, I changed my thing to normal, because I learned this game is too difficult, not on New Game Plus, on Merculus. So yes. So, after many deaths and going through the palace, we learned that there's this laser thing for preventing us to getting to the treasure. So we remembered that there was this weird door we saw at Kamoshida's. So we came up with a plan that An will strip for Yusuke while Morgana opens the door to that place. And me and Ryuji, we will get in, turn off the lasers, and boom, we're in. Also, Yusuke comes to the metaverse with us, and Yusuke unlocks his persona.
Have you finally come to your senses? How foolishly you averted your eyes from the truth. A deplorable imitation indeed. Best you part from that aspect of yourself. Let us now forge a contract. I am thou, thou art I. The world is filled with both beauty and vice. It is time you teach people which is which.
Very well.
Come. Goemon!
A breathtaking sight. Imitations they may be, but together they make a fine spectacle. Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish!
Whoa, this is impressive!
Who do you think you are? The price for your insolence will be death! Where are my guards? Kill them all!
The children who adored you as father. The prospects of your pupils. How many did you trample upon? How many dreams did you exchange for riches? No matter what it takes, I will bring you to justice! Same goes to you.
So after the fight, we take Yusuke to dinner with us, and we talk about his problems. We also ask him to join the Phantom Thieves, which he gladly accepts. And now Yusuke has joined the team, and he's also known as Fox now. So right now is the best time to talk about my strategy currently. So because I don't have any SP items, when you first start the game, there's almost none of it, which makes it super hard to one-day palaces. I leveled up Sojiro's Confidant so I can start making some decent coffee, which really helps us a lot in this run. And also because my room, I'm too lazy to clean up my room, I buy a whole bunch of books in order to get my stats up. Since I can't watch movies at home, I could also just go to the movie theaters, but I forgot those exist, to be honest. So after many deaths, we finally send the calling card to Madarame, and I'm just gonna go over what I thought this palace was. It was really hard, and that's because I never changed my game mode from Merculus to normal. It wasn't after I died so many times I changed it to normal because of how many times I died in this palace, but other than that, it was pretty simple. And I think the only reason why I kept dying was because I would electrocute someone, then I would hit them, get electrocuted, and then they would crit me. Let's get to folding Madarame, shall we? Because we're probably there now.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
Oh, my vital organs! Ah, my vital organs! Ah!
So after we defeat Madarame, Yusuke gets mad at Madarame, says you're a piece of trash, takes the treasure, and then we go home. And during this time where we have free time, I hang out with An, rank up her confidant, go to work. But the best part is, Ryuji came to me and talked about this maid service he found. I said, bet, we trying to call it up, and we do. We call it up, and my idiot friends reveals themselves, of course, and I realize the maid is Kawakami. And all that went through my head was this.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
So a few days later, Madarame finally confesses the truth. Also, watch this clip for me, please.
My apologies. I truly was just passing by. I must be going. There's a briefing for tomorrow's recording that I have to attend. So you're going to go have cake now? I missed lunch today, so I'm quite hungry myself.
Huh? Cake? What are you talking about?
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes. No matter. Well, see you tomorrow.
After the monkey dance, the Phantom Thieves decide that we will continue what we're doing, and we're good. Also, this is what my room looks like, if you can slightly see it. So it's still messy. Let's get on to the next palace, shall we? After finishing up all my schoolwork for the day, Miss Kawakami comes up and tells me that Makoto Nijima needs me for something. And I was like, who the fuck is Makoto Nijima? She's like, just go. It's like, okay. I go, and Makoto sits me down, and she plays this video clip of Ryuji saying something about doing things as a Phantom Thief. So we were like, me and Morgana was like, oh shit. She found out. Ryuji, of course, calls us, and his first word is, yo, you coming to the Phantom Thief meeting? Like an idiot. And that's when she's like, okay, take me to your Phantom Thief meeting. So we go, she plays a voice clip for the Phantom Thieves, and now we're like, I guess we have to help her. So Makoto makes us look around the school for people who might be involved with the mafia, and we find one kid who might be selling drugs to help out the mafia. So we're like, hey, you're a piece of smuggler. He's like, how did you know? I also smuggle drugs for the mafia, but we don't talk about that part. And then we're like, ha, we got you in the act. And then he's like, ah, not again. And then like a week later, we go looking for the mafia off what this kid said, and no luck there. We didn't find garbage. So we find the mafia mobster by a source I have. Then we go to his palace, since we know his name, and we find out that his palace is actually in the sky. Also, Makoto gets stolen, so now we have to pay a fee of like 100 million yen. Also, we take her to the palace because she might let us up to the Sky Palace, and then she unlocks her persona.
Have you decided to tread the path of strife?
Yes. Come to me!
Very well. Let us proceed with our contract at once. I am thou. Thou art I. You have finally found your own justice. Please, never lose sight of it again. This memorable day marks your graduation from your false self.
What the hell?
A persona?
No, dude. That's a bike.
I can feel it. Myself. Me! Got it!
What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You better earn your keep, or else I'll kill you!
I will not lose heart again. Ever. I'll go full speed, non-stop. Right, Johanna?
So we come back and Makoto decides to become a phantom thief with us and believe in her own justice. I'm gonna talk about how I thought this palace was. I thought this palace was very, very, very easy. Honestly, even in my first playthrough of this game, I thought it was easy. Like, there was absolutely no trouble. The story was really short, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, let's get to the, Kaneshiro's boss fight. So I spend my extra free time hanging out with Yusuke, eating a big old burger to up my stats, and going to the gym, which I did a lot. It is not funny how many times I went to the gym. That's why when you see like the end portion of this, I'm so buff with so much SP and health. I also, sat on a couch, and I just want you to see what happens when I sat on this couch. Kaneshiro goes to jail, confesses his crimes to the police, and to celebrate we decide to go to the fireworks festival, and there's even a little animation part to it too.
Yeah? Come on!
Looks like you need help.
Then why don't you go buy me a towel already, huh?
The same day as fireworks, Mashima told us that someone declared war on us on the internet. Someone by the name of Medjed. Someone by the name of Alibaba texted us in school. They want us to steal someone's heart by the name of Futaba Sakura. They asked Sojiro if he knows anyone named of Futaba Sakura, and then he gets mad and throw paper, then leave. So a few days later, we decide to break into Sojiro's house so we can leave him some food and look for a Futaba Sakura just in case they're there. And we get my favorite cutscene of the game.
I can sense someone's presence.
Who is it? Who's there? I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving. No, my legs won't move.
Sojiro comes home and we tell him that we came here to drop off some food, and he finally tells us about Futaba.
We pull up to Futaba's house and we're like, hey, let us in. And she's like, no, and then we just get in through the metaverse.
stuffy. Yes, I know. But it still beats opening the windows to the hot desert air. Hey, On, can I have a drink? Didn't you have mineral water?
I drank it already.
How are the guys? Take this! Morons.
Is that it?
There we go.
After one day in Futaba's palace, we send the calling card. Literally, Futaba's palace is the easiest because all you gotta do is run upstairs and then hit a grappling hook. Futaba unlocks to her persona.
What is that? Huh? Whoa!
Contract. I am thou. Thou art I. The forbidden wisdom has been revealed. No mysteries. No illusions shall deceive you any longer.
Futaba!
I'm okay.
Look at that.
Please, help me.
That's gotta go.
And so then we kill Futaba's mom again.
My eyes! My toes! My organs! My feet! Both of my feet!
It's catching up to us! Running here's a bitch!
Hana, turn into a car already! I know!
So after killing Futaba's mom, she passes out and rests for like 20 days. And in that free time, I hang out with Kawakami, get my SP up a little bit more, and hang out with Yusuke. And Futaba recovers and takes down Medjet for us. And also, we go to the beach a couple days later.
Oh man, it's packed.
Sorry for the wait.
Got a better opinion of me now? What? Cat got your tongue? Come on.
Are we messing around?
What?
This is perfect!
There's nothing perfect about that. Stay still for a second. You'll be just fine.
So we go to Hawaii, and you know, I see my waifu there, and all I can think of is this when I saw the cutscene.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
A few days later, when we come back from Hawaii, Morgana has a fit and leaves, and enters another palace that we found while we were in Hawaii, and gets found by somebody. And we go chase after him a few days later, thinking that he went into the palace, and we were right. And then we meet this person.
My name is what? My name is Beauty Thief.
Stop the music! Stop the music! Copyright! So after that, we start looking through the student yearbook because we thought she looked familiar, and we were right. She's actually a student that goes to Shujin Academy. Her name is Haru Okumura. So we confront her about it, and she says, well, you shall not abandon your teammate. And we're like, wow, how dare. A few days later, we go looking for her, and we find her getting abused by her boyfriend. And that said person also kicked my cat. So you know what I did? I pulled out a fake gun and threw it at his head, and he ran away. Definitely true, definitely true. So after that, we decided to make a Mr. Okumura our target, since, you know, we gotta help Haru out, because why not? So we send the calling card, and you know the deal. We start running through the palace, speed running it at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have to redo the hardest puzzles, as all the people who play Persona 5 says it, to get back to the final boss, which I thought you didn't have to, but I was sincerely wrong. It's also the longest palace that you have to go through in order to get to the boss room without any safe rooms. With a safe room, it takes like, you know, 10 seconds, but with this, it takes about 30 minutes. I'm dead serious. It took me 30 minutes to get through this, and I still had to fight people because, you know, the gates. Also, I wanted to talk about a few things. My stats, I'm gonna be honest, I can barely get my stats up without my TV. With just books alone, it's not enough to get your stats up. I know you can go to the movies to get your stats up, but I keep forgetting that, you know, that's a thing for some reason. So all I have is books to get my stats up, and it is so difficult. Like, literally, I will play this video clip to show. This is pretty much how hard it is with just a book in a nutshell.
Hang out with your crew IRL to strengthen your personas. Except don't, because you're not good enough for them. You stanky. Raise those stank stats of yours so characters are willing to sit next to you at the lunch table. But raising stats takes hard work, and Nasty Crime Boy only has the energy to do 2 things a day. Mood. Ignore your do criming and spend 50 nights sobbing into a hamburger bun, hoping that this burg will finally be the one that convinces Makoto you're sexy enough to not actually date.
Okay, so I also started to use one persona for like all the other elemental moves that I need in my arsenal, because I got too lazy to create new personas that are better, and then I have to find the skill card so I can make it, and then find another one. I just got lazy and just decided one will be the ultimate, which I showed a picture on screen, hopefully. And that persona pretty much has been here since Okumura's palace, actually. It's funny. But I did have other personas than just him. It's just, he's my main elemental one. I just wanted to point that out. And we finally get to the boss room after 30 minutes. Yay! No! So we defeat Haru's dad, and I spend the remaining days hanging out with Kawakami, starting a wise confidant, and reading books so I can get my stats up a little bit more. After like 2 weeks, Haru takes us to Disneyland, and we all chill out, and we finally get the presentation of Haru's dad confessing his crimes. But then this happened.
Okumura-san?
Haru leaves, and we start thinking, did we do something wrong? Then we do everything the same exact way we normally do, and we just couldn't find any way that we did something wrong.
So we just sit there and be depressed for like 6 hours, just like Haru. Hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be on the same day next week on the same time, hopefully. And like, subscribe, comment down below. Sorry for the shameless plug, but I really need money and Kroger's doesn't pay me enough. Check out the Shinobi X Discord and the Shinobi X channel, and I'll see y'all guys in part 2.